All right, welcome back to the show. Now, there's a new trend on social media. I bet you if you're on social media, there's like 100% chance that over the last few weeks, you've seen this starter pack trend. Basically turns anyone into an action figure, right? And it's an AI generated action figure. I got to be honest, they look pretty cool. I haven't tried it myself, but I've seen other people post it. I said, okay, that's pretty funny. Now, Jade Lachine is with us on the line. She's a popular illustrator on TikTok and Instagram, and she says she's worried about losing work due to the rapid growth of AI image generation tools. Jade, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Hi.
Listen, you got a tremendous following online. I'd love to know off the top here, when you see on your social media, right, everyone left, right, and center sharing these AI generated images, what goes through your mind?
When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" I wanted to try it myself. I was really curious and really like impressed about the 3D work that's been done. So my first impression was really like, "Wow, that's so cool!" And then I tried it, and I started to be worried about my job because I was like, "This tool is so quick and so easy to use that I wondered like, will I still get contracts to do like custom portraits?"
So, and let me ask you, in your estimation, is it good? Because, at the end of the day,
Mm.
I think it does a decent job, but there are times where like, oh, this isn't perfect. Oh, that's not perfect. And if you wanted to get it perfect,
Mhm.
there'd probably need to be a human body involved there anyways. So, yeah, let's talk about that. I know it's good at first glance, but is it
Yeah.
truly good work?
I think yes, but I think it needs improvement. Like as the tool is new now, with time it will get better and better and more intelligent with all the like images and information that the tool has. But I think that it evolves really quickly. Let's say like 2 years ago, the hands were really awful, and it's the hardest to draw also by a human. But yeah, there's definitely some details that the AI can't do well for
And,
now.
and then, of course, you think about, well, that 2 years ago was like this. Now we see today, in 2 years'
Yeah,
time, it's going to be even better, right? So that
I
I think.
think so.
Okay, so let me ask you about how much, like your career path, how much education was involved, how much work was involved in getting to the level you're at right now.
Yeah, there was so much hours and so much time to practice and to find my style, and that's what I wanted to uh, show and to inform people about. That there's like so much time behind an artist's work compared to the AI that generates it in like 2 seconds. But I've studied illustration for 2 years in CEGEP, and then I did 3 years in 3D animation at university. So I've been drawing like my whole life to get to that stage of talent, quote unquote.
We're with Jade Lachine, a popular illustrator. You can find her on TikTok and Instagram. Let me ask you, do you think you've lost work so far because of these tools?
Maybe, but I've been really grateful for the messages that I received after my video that I said that I was worried and that people still prioritize uh, uh, to do a portrait by an artist, a real human. So I'm reassured.
And yeah, of course, there's got to be people that are like, no, I want the work of a human because there is a difference. Say what you want. At the end of the day, there probably is a difference. Can I ask you if perhaps there's like light at the end of the tunnel or a silver lining where you can become much more productive, use these tools
Mm.
yourself, and just end up with maybe even more business if you can increase that productivity?
Yeah, maybe that could be an option, but it's so new right now that I don't know how I would use it or like if it loses a certain value to the art if it's generated. But definitely, I'll work with the tool and the technology that advance really quickly.
There is a counter trend because obviously this action figure collectible figurine thing is called starter pack, right? And there's this counter trend called hashtag starter pack no AI, and it encourages people, of course, to appreciate the time and skill behind handmade art. How's that response been? What are you seeing on that protest movement or the counter trend?
Yeah, it was so good. I didn't know it was like a really big trend until I did it and I posted it. And then I found some really, really talented artists. And I feel like the movement around artists supporting other artists is really great, and also knowing and showing that you prioritize a human is really fun.
One thing that I've noticed, Jade, and I'd love someone, because I don't have these skills, right? But one thing that I've noticed when I look at some of this work, AI-generated things, the first time I see it, I'm blown away.
Yeah.
And then as I look at more and more of the same type of work generated by AI, I notice they're all so similar.
Yeah, they're all the same.
They're all the same, right? So is that one thing that AI, for as much as we want to talk about AI, it still hasn't cracked the creativity aspects of creation?
Yeah, I really agree with you. And like we said earlier, like the first time we saw it, it's so cute, it's so nice. But then I scroll on my Instagram now, and I'm just like not even looking at the little prompts and little like figurine things. And I'm really looking at the artist ones because they are so much unique and different and creative.
And just, Jade, where do you get your work from? Like, who are your clients, generally speaking?
I worked for Chocolat Favori, which is a chocolate store in Quebec. And I do the advent calendar every year for them. I also work with the magazine Cool, where I draw like different illustrations and games, and I work with a lot of people, and I really like my job.
Yeah, it sounds like you love it, and obviously from your social media profiles, we generally can see how much you love it.
Yes.
Jade, thanks for sharing your side of this with our listeners. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
To find you, by the way, Jade, on Instagram, TikTok, I just search for your name. I search for Jade Lachine, I find you right away?
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful. Okay, Jade, be well. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
That's Jade Lachine. You can find her on TikTok and Instagram.